Hello friends, happy Sunday. We are here to do our November Paint Club reveal. I'm going to call it the reveal instead of unboxing because I never put it in an actual box to open for you guys. So if you are in Paint Club 2.0, you get both of these kits. And you get this little cheat sheet with the finished photos and the suggested color list. So here is, if you're in the door hanger club only, you would get this right here, the door hanger. And then the tier tray club, you get, you can't really see it, but you get this cute little house right here. And then you have some trees that stand on their own and a banner, a cute little sign that says welcome winter with the little cabin. And then this one stands in the way too, but it's just another piece that has the deer and the tree there. So that is what you get in your box. Paint Club 2.0, $49 per month, includes free shipping. And you get the door hanger and the tier tray club with this sheet. Hi Heather, I'm gonna go ahead and tip you guys down. We're gonna paint one of them tonight and then I'll come back on live tomorrow and paint another one. So again, this is the Paint Club reveal for November, but also I wanted to mention that we are doing Better Than Black Friday sales all week long. So today's deal is the DIY ornament kits. They are buy one, get one free. So go onto the website and hit shop. And then DIY ornament kits, all of those will be buy one, get one free. And that deal ends at midnight tonight. So each day I will introduce a new deal and it runs through midnight of the same day. And we're doing that all week long. So go check it out if you're looking for some DIY ornaments. And then let me see here. So we're going to go ahead and do, I think we're going to do our door hanger tonight. So our suggested colors, and you can use the actual colors on the list from Deco Art, or you can use just the color, something similar. So I don't necessarily use all Deco Art paints. I have black, I have white, and I like to use a chalk paint for my white. We need a burnt umber, which I do have, I just have to find. There's burnt umber. We need a slate gray. I'm not gonna worry, it is actually slate gray, but I'm not gonna worry if it is, it's just a light gray. Tuscan red. I'm going to use country red, very similar. Honey brown, which is just like a tan color. Hauser light green and Hauser medium green, which I believe I'm not going to use those. I probably have them, but I picked up New Leaf and Forest Green, so I'm just showing you guys that you don't have to use the exact colors that are listed here. Deep Midnight Blue. Let's see, I don't think that one's dark enough. I'm just going to use a navy blue. And then we have waterfall blue. And I'm going to use a desert turquoise. So they're not the exact colors listed on here. And that's to show you that you do not have to use the exact colors that are listed. It's suggested only. You don't even have to paint yours the way that these are. That is just there for your reference. So I'm going to set this up in front of me so I can use it for a reference. I do try to paint it similar for you guys live. Hi Debbie, hi Ashley. And be careful when you're opening it that you don't lose any of your pieces or accidentally throw them away if they get caught in the plastic. Hello Pam. All right. So then I start by taking all of my 3D elements off of here, and I'm just going to swipe them right over. And we're going to do our background. And for the background, grab my paint brushes here. Hi Pamela. Hi Cherie. I'm going to use a mixture of, and this one's not even open, I'm going to use a mixture of this navy blue or the dark blue and the brighter blue, and probably even a little bit of white in there, I think. If I can get this open. So yes, if you guys are on my email list, you'll get the email every morning, bright and early, that shows you what the daily deal is. If you're not on the email list, it'll post sometime between like 10 a.m. and noon on the page here, and those deals run until midnight the same day they're posted. All right, this is a large surface. Now, none of, I feel like this shirt's funky. None of this is gonna be seen, right? It's all underneath. And so are these pieces. So you don't have to paint the entire thing. I'm gonna paint my background to about here, just to make sure that everything's covered that's gonna be visible. And go from there. I'm actually gonna use this one. I'm gonna use a bigger brush and I'm just gonna dip into both of those colors. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth, and I'm not gonna worry about mixing them, like blending them, I guess I should say. You kind of want a mixture of the colors. It gives the sky that realistic look, dimensional. So maybe one time I'll pick up more of the dark blue and less of the light blue, and then the next time I'll do the opposite. See how I just did that? But then you can go back through and kind of, because I don't want to have chunks. I don't want it to be visible that I did that, if that makes sense. Just gonna go through here and we're gonna put some like snowflakes on the background too, and it'll just blend it all in together a little bit better. Really just have to get around where the tree's at. So I've got a lot more covered there than I need to have. Hi, Kathy. Hello, hello. You know what? I forgot to send out my text to my people that I was getting ready to go live, so I apologize. If you're one of my people that's on the Telegram, there's not a whole bunch of you over there. So hopefully. All right, so it's a nice dark background, okay? Everything that needs to be covered probably already is. And again, that's because we're blending these colors. Or I mean, not blending the colors because we're going to be putting the 3D pieces on here. All right. So that doesn't look like anything special to start. Oops, look at that. And clean up your edges. I just run my finger along the side and kind of clean that up. And then I'm going to go ahead and set this over here to dry. I'm going to come back live probably tomorrow, either tomorrow or Tuesday, to do the next kit, the tier tray portion. I'm going to set that off to the side here. Last time I painted it all together, which worked out really good, but this week I need to break it up a little bit. All right, so next I'm going to take all my pieces that are going to be white. It's going to be this. It's going to be snow. This is going to be snow. The top of the chimney is going to be snow. And then our snowflakes obviously will be snow. What else do we got? Anything else that's got to be snow? I don't think so. Okay. I'm going to use another brush for this because it's just white and we do have some larger pieces. It's not all going to be done on the brush. Some of it will be done with the sponges. I just do the brush for the bigger pieces. I like to use chalk paint for white because it just takes one, sometimes two coats. It just depends on how bright you want it to be. What does it say? It says welcome winter. But the chalk paint covers really good, usually in just a coat or two. Sometimes the craft paint does take a little bit more. So it just depends on what I'm doing, but okay. Need more white already. Hey, Trisha. Almost out of my chalk paint. Hopefully we got enough. I think we do. All right, then because these are smaller pieces, this is where I'll switch over to the sponges. I just use these little makeup sponges for anybody that's new. And I dip it in there, and we'll just dab, 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 and paint it on. It does also keep your edges cleaner than a brush does. Usually, you can make your edges really clean either way. You just gotta be more patient than I am. I just kind of slap the paint on. I don't sell finished kits, so I'm not worried about what the sides look like. How are you? Kind of dab it on, kind of wipe it, it just depends. I do dab it and then smooth it out a little bit usually. So like dab, 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 and then smooth it out. You know what else you could use is some Snow Tex. Maybe we'll bust some of that out if I think about it. At the end, I don't use it during this part. It would be the very end. But that would look cute on here. All right, so there's that. Set that off to the side. And then we just got our little snowflakes. Good. I am glad you're doing good. So the turnaround time is a little bit slower right now. I try to get things out always within a week, but during the holidays, it does slow down to about 2 weeks turnaround time. So be aware of that. If there's something that you need super quick, you'll want to reach out to me first and make sure that I have availability to do it. But otherwise, it takes about 2 weeks for your items to get cut and leave my house, and then however long shipping takes. So you got to keep that in mind too. And I am not in control of shipping once it leaves the house. It is up to them. Hey, Tina. I'm going to do this piece one more time. Looked a little yellowish when it dried. So does this though. But I think once we get the writing on there, I don't think you're going to see that, but I don't know. We're going to go back over it, I guess. Gonna go back over it. Guess I'd rather be safe than sorry. Make sure it's nice and bright white. Since it's supposed to be snow, or resemble snow. I'm just gonna clean my edges up again. And then I think the snowflakes will be good. They're pretty small, plus like they got all the cutouts on them, so I don't think you're gonna see, even if those dry a little bit funky. This piece we're gonna do in our light gray, so the slate gray or whatever light gray you've got. It's gonna be our main color on this. And I'm not clearing my brush out, so it's gonna even have a little bit more, it's gonna be even lighter because it's got the white in there still. Also just adds a little bit of dimension to keep that color in there. And I'm lazy and I don't ever rinse my brush out, so there's that for you guys. Those are my reasonings. Okay. Clean up my edges. Hey Vicky. Hi Georgie. How are you ladies? All right, and then this part obviously is our chimney, so we're gonna do that in this, oops, honey brown, so that your light brown or tan color. Hey Melissa. And I don't know, I'm liking the brushes, so we're gonna go with that. It does make it easier to get up against pieces, like if you are trying to be neat and not go out of your lines or over your lines, I would suggest a brush. The sponges are a little bit harder to control. All right, and then the rest of that's covered, so I'm not gonna worry about painting at all. So there's that piece. Goodness. All right. Brown pieces are going to be our door welcome. The bottoms of our tree trunks too. So we might have to do those though after we do the trees, because it's just going to be a little tiny piece. So bear with me a second on that. So I do have a goal for this week, and I posted earlier that I just needed 14 more orders to hit my goal for the rest of this whole week, and we're doing all the different sales, and I actually only need 13 now, so 13 orders to go, and we're only at Sunday, so we'll definitely hit it, but it'll be exciting to see how quick we can hit that goal. All right, and then welcome, and I'm going to use a sponge for welcome. I'm going to use this one that I used for the white. Yeah, that's cool. It gives it, I forgot that I just said that there was white on there, but I forgot that it mixed so good because it was still pretty wet. So I'm gonna go back over it again. It's kind of cool. It gives it like a real natural wood look, kind of. But also it's gonna be on white, so we do have to make sure that it's not too light. There we go. Just put that on there a few times until it's the color and texture that I want. Hi, Teresa. All right, so now I'm going to start setting some pieces together so you guys can kind of see it come together slowly. This piece will go down here. Our little house is going to fit in here. We don't have all of our pieces done yet. We don't have all of our details done, but you can kind of slowly see it coming together. Cute little piece up here. Is our door dry? I don't think there's anything on the back side there. So there you go, coming together. Look how cute. Now we have got, well, we can do our winter, our word winter real quick. Use some of my frog tape to kind of hold them down in place. W, and I like to lay them out in the order they're gonna go just to make sure I have them facing the correct way. Sometimes I've painted them the back side, which is fine. You can just let it dry and repaint the other side, but you can also just do it right the first time. All right, so I'm gonna put some blue on here. I don't know why I moved that over there. That was dumb. My blue's already in a spot. And I need some more white. I don't know if I can get any more out of here. Just a little bit. A little bit. So I kind of went into both white and that light blue and I mixed them a little bit, but not like totally blended because I want them multi-colors, the dimension. Just gives it a cool icy blue look. Okay, there's that. Move that out of the way. I'm gonna let it dry before I set it onto my board, just in case. I don't want to get any blue on that white background. All right, so then we got all of our trees, and our trees, I'm gonna try and line them up how they go on here. I think this goes on here. Nope, not that piece. This piece. Yep, so these are gonna go on here layered. And then we've got this one over here layered, and then we've got our little trees in front of our house. Jackie. I'm going to use a little bit of black for these. And we're going to need a little bit of burnt umber for some of the bottoms of our trees. And then also I'm going to need my 2 greens. And that's mostly it. We do have 1 red bow that we'll do in a minute too. And we got some final details to do and get it all glued together. I'm on alive.
Oh, that's what I was just asking you, alive.
Yep. Thank you.
Alright, that's what I was just asking. Love you.
Love you too. All right, and we've got our wreath as well. So I'm going to dip into some dark and a little bit of light, kind of mix it again like I always do. Hey, Tina. And I did not take that blue out of there. Just gives it some more dimension. I'm going to do the same thing on these little trees. The big trees I'll probably go in and do with a brush. Just a bigger area. I'm not going to worry about covering the backs of the other layer here, because this is going to get glued on top. So this part at the very bottom will have black for like the base that the tree's sitting in. But I'm not going to paint the whole top of the tree with green. See what I mean about them? They're going to sit right on top of there. You're not even going to know that there's that piece behind. So I'm not going to paint it. There's no reason to. I'm doing good. How about you, Tina? All right. And then, yeah, definitely going to use a brush for these. So let's do, I'll use this brush. I'm going to need more green actually too. Since I'm going to use a brush, probably would have needed more anyways, but definitely since I'm using a brush and mixing it this way, I'm going to use some more. We're going to do more of the dark green for the background trees, I think. And these, I'm going to try to paint in the direction of like tree branches. So not straight up and down, more side to side. And go in as often as you want to, so that you don't have that color blended too much. I think all of that gets covered, but let's see. Yep, we should be good with that. And then these two, I'm going to try to do a little bit different. So I'm going to try to do this one, the bigger one, a little bit darker, and the other one a little bit lighter, but still they're blended with both colors. I'm just giving more emphasis on that darker color on this tree. And then I'll go with the lighter color. Hey, Ellen, on this tree. But again, they're both there. Both colors are there. Okay. We're gonna let those sit over here. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, more of the dark green on the background. That whole tree doesn't need to be, the whole background doesn't need to be painted because of the 3D piece. And I'm going to hit these with the dryer. They need a little bit of help to dry because I'm sloppy on the edges, so that's why I'm going to dry them. Hi, Yvonne. $49, guys, gets you this kit. Gets you both projects. It ships to you for free, so it's $49 plus tax if you're in a state that I have to collect tax in, sales tax. And you get both kits. You get the painted samples and the suggested paint colors. And you also get a coupon code for 20% off any website purchase while you're an active member. So it's a really good deal. All right, and let's start kind of laying it together and see what else we want to do to it. Oh, that is still very wet and gross on that side. It's the one thing about painting messy like I do. You gotta be careful and make sure it dries, otherwise you'll have it all everywhere. Is this the one? One of these fits in here and one of them doesn't. I think it's this way. Kind of fixing that because those colors wasn't dry. It kind of blended together. So we'll need to do some brown underneath there for our tree branches, or not branches, or stumps. A little bit over here. These are so sloppy on the sides. Let's do some brown here. Welcome winter. And then these cute little buggers go here. You're almost done with our pieces. So then it's just gluing it down and doing the fun stuff. So we do have one more thing that I need to paint, and it's just our little bow. So I need a dab of red. I'm gonna slide this over here a second, and I'm gonna go into this. Oops, that black is still pretty dark. I should not have done that. I wanted it to be a brighter red, but that's all right. It's a darker red now. Let me hit that with the dryer. Of course, I did not cover enough of this, so let's go back in here and see if we can mix this good. It's going to be slightly different color. I'm going to kind of blend it down in here a little bit. There we go. Okay, we're going to get out some glue. We're going to start putting her together. Okay, I'm going to do my browns real quick. And I want to use the burnt umber, so the darker brown for my branches or my tree stumps. So I'm gonna paint right down here. I'm gonna paint right here. Why did I stick that in green? That was silly. Just paint over it. And then this one needs to have a tree stump, and then we should be good with the paint. Everybody always asks, so I use the Stick Fast. It is the CA Thick. I get it on Amazon. It's not always available. Sometimes I have to get the thin. I don't love the thin. So definitely get it while you can if they have thick. I'm literally just going to go through and pick up pieces and glue them down now. Just want to line it up. Just a little dab of glue works. You don't need to use a whole bunch. Isn't this so cute though? I thought this kit was cute. Super fun for winter. chimney piece on. Now we gotta do our trees. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start at the bottom. So I'm gonna take these pieces off. We're going to put glue right on here. That's actually maybe smarter. I was gonna do it the opposite way, but we're gonna do it on here. And I just gotta line it up. And you just wanna make sure where you put it, it's where you want it, and you don't like move it around too much. It might shift around a little bit on you, so you just wanna watch it a little. Hey, Erin. Literally just doing one little piece at a time, one layer at a time, and building it up like a puzzle. And it's got the etching on there, so that does help you out. Hey, Laura. Okay, I think we got all those pieces on there. We've got some snowflakes that you can kind of just put wherever you want to. I'm gonna put one of my big snowflakes over here. Got another little snowflake. I'll put on one of the trees. Whoops. I'm gonna kind of hang it over the two trees again, just to add some dimension. Put my little wreath up. And then our letters. And we'll do some little details and we're all done. And then, like I said, I'll come back on either tomorrow night or Tuesday night this week, and we'll finish up and do the tiered tray kit for the month. These kits are exclusive to the paint club, so you won't find them on my website. You have to be a subscriber in order to get them. It is a monthly subscription, but you can sign up and cancel at any time. Just have to notify me 48 hours before the draft date. So your first draft is the day that you sign up, and then your next draft is the 5th of the following month. Kits usually ship about mid-month, and then I hop on here and paint them live after they have shipped. So sometime mid-month or after. If you are in Paint Club 2.0, you get both kits for $49. It ships for free, and you get that 20% off coupon code for the website as well. So it is a really good deal. All right, that is that. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna use the back of a paintbrush. I'm gonna dip it into some white, and we're just gonna do a few, not too many polka dots on our background to kind of make it look like snow. Kind of put some on your edges if you think about it. It just makes it look more dimensional and more real. And I used to do my dots before I put my stuff on, but then I was putting a ton of dots on that were just getting covered up. So I just wait and do it afterwards. You just have to be a little bit more intentional about it to make sure that they don't all cluster together and that it looks real still. We're gonna do, nope, we're not gonna, we're gonna leave that alone. I think that's good enough. Nope, I feel like we do need one more because there's some down here. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna let this dry just a second or I'll hit it with the dryer. Hey, Tamara. We're going to use some Snow Tex. See how this works out, but we're gonna use some Snow Tex. I've had the same bottle. It was $4.99 when I bought it a couple years ago. I'm sure it's more now, but I've been using the same one for probably 3 years now. It's like glue and sand or something kind of mixed together. I don't know what it is for real, but that's my guess. I'm just sticking it over top of the white paint. What the heck? To make it look like snow. It's dimensional. And then maybe we'll do some on our trees too. We'll see. I'm not gonna do the snowflakes, that I do know for sure, but oh man, trying not to do that. Let me see if I can, there we go. Flip it out of there. A little white on the edge of the trees. Yep, I think that's what we're gonna do with the Snow Tex. It is, so I've had it for years. Like I said, it's starting to dry out. It's not sticking as well. I should probably, well, maybe I could stick a little bit of water in there. I'm trying not to get it on my background because it will kind of smudge and make it look like we have a messy background, and I don't really want that. So wherever it kind of clumps, I'm just taking it off of there. So now I'm gonna go down the sides of the trees, like Pamela just said, with my Snow Tex, and kind of make it look like there's snow on the edge of the trees. You could just do this with a paintbrush too if you wanted to, if you don't have Snow Tex, but I wanted to do it with a Snow Tex, so I did not paint them. I'm gonna do that for my wreath. And then I'll do my big trees. You can put as much or as little on as you want. Just trying to make it look realistic. You don't have to put any on. You can use paint. You can just leave it just the green before we painted the tree, or before we put anything on the trees would look just fine too. So you could just leave your trees like this, and they're still super cute. I just think this makes it look more wintry with the snowflakes. Or not the snowflakes, but the snow on the sides of the trees, I guess snowflakes. Looks like snowfall. I really like the way it was looking for the edges of the trees. For putting it on there, it was a little bit too dry. It's working out perfect for the edges of the trees. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I like it. So then you could put a bow on if you wanted to. So the example has a cute little bow. You don't have to do that either. Just hang it up and it's good to go. But there you are. There is my finished. Oh, you know what I didn't do is a door. We didn't do a doorknob. Hold on. Let's just do that in white. I'm just gonna, it's etched. I just used the end of my brush to fill that in. So there you go. Now it's got a cute little doorknob. Isn't that adorable? Hey, Donna. You can make your background darker or lighter, however you want to, for your, like your sky. Just add some darker blue versus the lighter blue, or you could put some black in there, or add some white if you want it lighter. I think this one's a fun one. And like I said, I'll be live again this week, one night. I'm not sure exactly when yet to do another one, but make sure you're on the email list, or at least be paying attention to posts here in the group, because we're going to have daily deals all week long for Better Than Black Friday, and you won't want to miss out on those. They only run for 24 hours basically. I mean, they're done at midnight each night, so grab your goodies while you can. If you like the DIY ornaments, you need to stock up, go grab your DIY ornaments. Those ones are buy one get one free today until midnight. Hey Vonda, thank you. All right, let me show you guys again for anybody that's just hopping on. There is our door hanger of the month. If you're in Paint Club 2.0, you actually get the door hanger and the matching tiered tray set, and a 20% off discount code for the website. $49 per month, and it ships for free. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will see you again later this week. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye, everybody.